Hello there again. It's raining here in California, Los Angeles. So I can't work in the field right now. So I'm gonna make this video real fast. I took some notes. I wanted to share. You see, I took some notes. Check it out. And it says, "When was Satan cast down from heaven?" So I went to the Bible and I was reading all these scriptures. I did a little bit of Google investigation, Bible investigation. So um, I was looking at Luke 10:18, and it says a shorter form of my own opinion. I wrote down Jesus told the disciples that he saw Satan fall like lightning. You see, just look at the Bible. 18, where's 18? There you go. Where's 18? 10, 18. There you go. Okay. This is the new translation. I was watching the other ones as well. At that, he said to them, "I see Satan already fallen like lightning from heaven." So you see, if you go back a few verses up, um, Jesus was talking to his disciples. He commented this to his disciples. Um, see, it's in red letters, like in other translations. When it's in red letters, that means Jesus was speaking. But this is the New World Translation. So he's sharing that with his disciples that he saw Satan falling from heaven. Or so you see, um, Jesus was on earth 2,000 years ago. 2,000 years ago. So he shared that with his disciples 2,000 years ago. So when did he saw Satan fall from heaven? Was it during that time when he fell from heaven? Or was it more, way before those 1,000 years? So that's what I'm trying to get at. So I was doing some investigation, and I managed to get a few scriptures. So if we go over here, okay, we already observed Luke 10:18. I'm talking really low because my brother's asleep right now. Okay, and then you have another one, John 16:11. Um, the ruler or prince of the world has been judged. You see, past tense again. And then you go to Mark 4:15. And it also, what I got out of Mark 4:15, the main point that I got, that's what I'm trying to write down, the main points. Mark 4:15, it says Satan can hear and knows. On Job chapter 1 verse 6, you see there in Job, one of the oldest books from the Bible, it says that Satan had access to heaven still. Um, so you see, that book was written a long time ago, during Moses' times, I think. So, and then you have June 9. Michael, the archangel, had a difference with the devil. was disputing about Moses' body. Okay, so they were probably arguing or something over. You see, I think that occur that argument occur um, when Moses had reason when he passed away. So that occurred during those days, thousands of years ago. I see um, Michael and the devil um, were talking about his body. Um, so I don't think it was just 1,000 years ago talking about it now because Satan wanted to know where the body was at to pervert more things. Um, so that's what I got out of that. Um, so they had a difference. Um, in Revelation 12:7, no longer in heaven, dragon and his angels. You see, um, no longer. So I'm not sure if these two verses that's what led to the fight, or because he's so corrupted. Um, a dispute over Moses' body had to be during when Moses died to pervert. That's the devil's thinking. Then another one. Okay, this one's good. Isaiah 14, 12, 14. And that's the Old Testament right there. We're just reading the New Testament. Um, the first couple of verses. This one is Isaiah 14, 12, 14. Falling from heaven, cast down. See, H5307. If you look it up, you can find more information. Um, and then you have Ezekiel 28, 12, 13. Was in the Garden of Eden of God in sin, violence, and what? And looks like if you keep on reading those verses, the whole chapter looks like the king had the devil, um, God talking through or using his servant to talk through and telling the servant what to say to the king. Um, because probably the devil was in the midst of the conversation. So, Book of Job and Genesis, oldest books. And then I wrote down another point. Where was Satan during the flood in Noah's days? And then I wrote down definition for beheld, past tense. Genesis 3, 4, and 5. Serpent perverting the truth of God. So I wrote down some more stuff. So right here, in H5927, I will rise over the heights of the clouds. That's what Satan's heart was at. Lift self up to ascend actively, mount of the congregation, other rising surfaces. Satan said he will sit on height above the stars of God. Clouds I will ascend into heaven. H5307 definition. We have to look up for the definition. You have fallen from the heavens, or you were cast down. Um, let's see, and then you have, yeah, we read that already. Um, I think we should go here, and we should just read from the Bible. You were in Eden, the garden of God. You were adorned with every precious stone, ruby, topaz, and jasper, chrysolite, onyx, and jade, sapphire, turquoise, and emerald. And their settings and mountains were made of gold. They were prepared on the day you were created. They were prepared by the day you were created. Wow, God's ahead of the game. I assign you as the anointed covering cherub. You were on the holy mountain of God, and you walked about among fiery stones. You were faultless in your ways from the day you were created until unrighteousness was found in you. Because of your abundant trade, you became filled with violence and you began to sin. So, so you see, violence. When did that violence take place? I think it started taking place in Genesis. Um, and sin, because that's the beginning where when Abel and Cain killed his brother, and then violence and sin came into existence. So I will cast you out and profane from the mountain of God and destroy you, all covering cherub away from the stones of fire. You heart became haughty because of your beauty. You corrupted your wisdom because of your own glorious splendor. Wow. And then we'll go over here. We got another Bible here, another verse. And this one, it says, Son of man, take up lamentation upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, thus said the Lord God, thou sealest up the Lord God. Said, oh God, yeah, the Son, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty, thou hast been eating the garden of God, very precious. Okay, that's the King James. Got the wrong Bible. Okay, I was looking for Isaiah. Okay, I mean, not the wrong Bible, but same scriptures. How? Okay, this is Isaiah 14. 14. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of morning? And then in the Hebrew concordance, fallen from heaven could also mean fallen, cast down. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne over the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. You see, it says right there, will sit as Satan's heart. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. So I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Wow. So this telling me that it didn't take place in 1914, like how many people say. Jesus shared that he told his disciples that he saw Satan fall like lightning. So he said that he's seen him fall. So that's past tense. When he shared that, he seen before he shared that. So I think it took place over 2,000 years ago or more. So I'm trying to get the exact math. I'm still doing some calculations um, to find out the date. Uh, the date. I mean, not exactly the date, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. Um, but to have an idea, when was he cast down? Oh, okay, bye.